In 1960, America's car culture was at its peak, reflecting the optimism and prosperity of the post-war era. Automobiles symbolized freedom, success, and personal identity. Families often owned more than one vehicle, using them for both daily life and leisure travel. Design trends focused on style, comfort, and innovation, with long bodies, elegant curves, and chrome details. Powerful engines and smooth rides were key attractions, and advertising emphasized luxury and modern living.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Number 9. The Buick Riviera is one of the most iconic names in American automotive history, representing a unique blend of luxury, performance, and bold design. Introduced in the early 1960s, it stood as Buick's answer to the growing demand for stylish personal luxury cars, offering drivers a balance between elegance and power that was rare at the time. The Riviera emerged during an era of cultural confidence in the United States, when car manufacturers sought to express American sophistication through daring innovation and expressive design. It was more than just a vehicle. It was a statement of individuality, refinement, and ambition. The Riviera's creation marked a turning point for Buick, a brand traditionally known for comfort and conservatism. The idea behind the car was to attract younger and more affluent buyers who desired something distinct from both family sedans and high-performance sports cars. Designers wanted to craft a car that could compete with the finest European Grand Tours, but with a distinctly American character. The result was a vehicle that combined sleek proportions, advanced engineering, and luxurious interiors, presenting itself as an artful balance of sportiness and sophistication. When the Riviera was first introduced, it immediately captured attention for its clean, sculpted shape. Unlike many other American cars of the early 1960s, which were often large and heavily ornamented, the Riviera adopted a more refined and restrained aesthetic. Its long hood, short rear deck, and graceful roofline gave it a timeless silhouette that continues to be admired by enthusiasts and designers alike. The body was designed with precision and harmony, emphasizing smooth lines rather than decorative excess. This design philosophy helped define a new direction in American car styling, influencing generations of vehicles that followed. Inside, the Riviera reflected the height of American luxury. The cabin was carefully designed to provide comfort and exclusivity, featuring high-quality materials such as leather, chrome, and wood accents. Attention to detail was evident in every element, from the placement of the gauges to the shape of the seats. Drivers and passengers experienced an atmosphere that combines sophistication with modern convenience. At a time when driving was becoming not just a necessity, but a pleasure, the Riviera provided an environment that made long journeys both relaxing and memorable. Performance was another crucial element of the Riviera's identity. Beneath its elegant exterior, the car housed powerful V8 engines that delivered smooth but commanding acceleration. Engineers at Buick focused on creating a balance between speed, control, and comfort. The Riviera was designed to handle highways effortlessly, offering a sense of stability and quiet confidence behind the wheel. It was not meant to be a pure sports car, but rather a grand touring machine, one that allowed drivers to travel long distances in comfort while still enjoying strong performance. This blend of refinement and strength became one of its most enduring qualities.
Number 8. The Dodge Charger is one of the most recognizable and enduring names in American automotive history, symbolizing power, performance, and bold design. Introduced during the 1960s, the Charger emerged in a time of great excitement and competition within the American car industry, when manufacturers were racing to capture the attention of a generation that valued speed, style, and individuality. The Charger was not just another vehicle. It was a declaration of strength and attitude, a car that perfectly represented the energy and ambition of its era.
When Dodge first introduced the Charger, the company aimed to create a car that would stand out from both ordinary sedans and compact sports cars. The goal was to combine muscular performance with a sleek, modern appearance, giving drivers a sense of confidence and pride. The Charger was designed to be powerful yet refined, appealing to those who wanted more than just transportation. It quickly became a symbol of the American muscle car movement, a period defined by high-performance vehicles that emphasized engine strength and striking design. From its earliest versions, the Charger's design was bold and aggressive. It featured a long hood, wide stance, and fastback roofline that gave it an aerodynamic and athletic appearance. Every curve and contour suggested movement, even when the car was standing still. The front end, with its distinctive grille and hidden headlights, created a sense of mystery and power. This design made the Charger instantly recognizable and helped it stand apart from other cars on the road. Over the years, its shape evolved, but the essence of strength and dynamism remained central to its identity. The interior of the Charger reflected both comfort and performance. Inside, drivers found a cockpit-like atmosphere, designed to make them feel connected to the road and in control of the car's power. Materials were chosen to blend luxury with durability, and the seating position emphasized visibility and engagement. The balance between practicality and excitement made the Charger a versatile car, equally suited for daily driving and high-speed performance. This combination helped solidify its reputation as a car that could satisfy both enthusiasts and everyday drivers. Performance was the defining characteristic of the Charger. Under its hood, it carried engines that delivered immense power, giving it the ability to accelerate with thrilling intensity. Dodge engineers focused on creating a car that offered raw energy and impressive handling, allowing drivers to experience a sense of control and exhilaration. The Charger became known for its roaring sound, strong acceleration, and ability to dominate the highways. It quickly gained a devoted following among car lovers who appreciated its blend of muscle and style. In motorsport, the Charger also made a name for itself, competing successfully in racing events and proving that it could perform at the highest levels of competition. Beyond its mechanical qualities, the Charger held a special place in American popular culture. It appeared in movies, television shows, and music, often portrayed as a symbol of rebellion and freedom. One of its most famous appearances on screen made it a cultural icon, admired by audiences around the world. The Charger came to represent the spirit of independence and adventure that defined the American dream during the late 1960s and 1970s. Its image became timeless, capturing the imagination of generations who saw it as the ultimate expression of power and style. Over the decades, the Dodge Charger has gone through many transformations, adapting to new technologies and changing market demands. Yet, it has always stayed true to its roots as a performance-oriented car. Later models have combined modern engineering with a legacy of classic design, proving that the Charger's spirit of strength and innovation remains alive. Whether powered by traditional muscle or modern performance technology, the Charger continues to embody the idea that driving can be an emotional and thrilling experience. Number 7. The Pontiac GTO was often remembered as the car that began the golden age of the American muscle car. Introduced in the mid-1960s, it represented a bold new direction in the automotive industry, blending raw power with youthful excitement and a rebellious spirit. At a time when most cars focused on comfort and practicality, the GTO was designed to thrill drivers and capture the imagination of a new generation that wanted speed, freedom, and style. Its rival marked a major shift in American car culture and helped define what performance meant for years to come. The idea for the GTO began as an experiment within Pontiac. Engineers and designers wanted to create a car that combined the lightweight body of a mid-size model with a high-performance engine. The result was a vehicle that delivered exceptional acceleration and energy, yet remained affordable enough for young drivers. It was a clever and daring concept that broke away from traditional rules. When the first GTO appeared, it immediately stood out for its aggressive stance, powerful sound, and unashamed emphasis on performance. It became a sensation almost overnight, transforming Pontiac's image from a conservative brand into one associated with excitement and speed. Design played a crucial role in the GTO's success. Its appearance was both muscular and elegant, with sharp lines, a confident front grille, and a low, wide body that hinted at the power within. Every detail of the exterior suggested strength and motion. The dual hood scoops, distinctive emblems, and simple yet purposeful styling gave it an identity that appealed directly to young buyers who wanted to make a statement. The GTO was not just a car, it was a symbol of independence, energy, and confidence in a rapidly changing America. Inside, the GTO continued to impress. The interior balanced sportiness with comfort, featuring bucket seats, a floor-mounted shifter, and clearly arranged gauges. The design placed the driver at the center of the experience, emphasizing control and engagement. Unlike luxury cars that focused on quietness and isolation, the GTO celebrated the connection between driver and machine. It made driving feel exciting and physical, turning everyday trips into memorable experiences. The sound of the engine itself became part of its character, deep, powerful, and instantly recognizable.
Number 6. The Chevrolet Corvair holds a special and controversial place in American automotive history. Introduced at the beginning of the 1960s, it was one of the most unusual cars ever produced by an American company. At a time when most manufacturers were building large, powerful vehicles with front-mounted engines, Chevrolet decided to take a bold new direction. The Corvair was designed to be smaller, lighter, and more economical, using engineering ideas that were more common in Europe than in the United States. It represented an attempt to create a car that was both innovative and practical, reflecting changing consumer needs and growing interest in compact automobiles. The Corvair was revolutionary in its design. Unlike traditional American cars, it had an air-cooled six-cylinder engine placed in the rear, and it used independent suspension on all four wheels. These choices gave the car a unique personality and driving feel. The goal was to make a car that was efficient, affordable, and enjoyable to drive, with modern styling and technical sophistication. Its smooth, rounded shape stood out in a market filled with heavy, boxy designs. The Corvair looked light, friendly, and modern, offering Americans a glimpse of a different kind of automobile. Inside, the Corvair continued to impress with its simplicity and thoughtful design. The cabin was spacious for its size, with comfortable seating and good visibility. Chevrolet offered the car in several versions, including a coupe, sedan, convertible, and even a small van and pickup. This variety made the Corvair appealing to a wide range of customers, from families to young drivers looking for something stylish and new. Its affordable price and fuel efficiency also contributed to its popularity during its early years. However, the Corvair soon became one of the most debated cars in history. While many owners loved its originality and driving dynamics, critics pointed out that its unusual design led to handling problems, especially during sudden maneuvers. In 1965, the car became the center of national attention when a book titled Unsafe at Any Speed, written by consumer advocate Ralph Nader, accused the Corvair of being dangerous and poorly designed. The controversy deeply affected Chevrolet's reputation and changed how the public viewed automobile safety. As a result, the company made significant improvements to the car's suspension and handling in later models, but the damage to its image was difficult to repair. Despite its challenges, the Corvair remains an important and fascinating vehicle. It was the only American car ever mass-produced with the rear-mounted air-cooled engine, and it demonstrated a rare spirit of innovation within a major U.S. manufacturer. The Corvair also influenced safety standards and consumer awareness, leading to new government regulations that improved automobile design for everyone. Its story reflects both the creativity and the risks of experimentation in the car industry. Today, the Chevrolet Corvair is appreciated by collectors and historians not only for its unusual engineering, but also for what it represents, a moment when American automakers dared to be different.
Number 5. The Ford Falcon was one of the most significant cars in American automotive history.
representing a shift towards smaller, more efficient vehicles at a time when large cars dominated the roads. Introduced at the beginning of the 1960s, the Falcon was Ford's response to changing consumer demands and growing competition from compact imported cars. It was designed to be simple, economical, and practical, yet still carried the quality and reliability that Americans expected from Ford. In many ways, the Falcon marked the beginning of a new era for the American automobile, one that balanced affordability with modern engineering and design. When the Falcon first appeared, it stood out for its clean, straightforward appearance. It lacked the heavy chrome decorations and exaggerated shapes that were common in the late 1950s. Instead, it presented a modest, elegant style that emphasized function over flash. Its proportions were balanced, its lines were smooth, and its overall look communicated efficiency and confidence. The Falcon's design philosophy was to appeal to families and young buyers who wanted a car that was easy to drive, easy to park, and inexpensive to maintain. It quickly became a success, capturing a large share of the growing compact car market. The Falcon's engineering reflected Ford's careful approach to innovation. It was powered by a small and efficient six-cylinder engine, providing good fuel economy and reliable performance. While not a sports car, it offered smooth handling and a comfortable ride for everyday driving. Its simple mechanical design made it affordable to produce and easy to repair, something that appealed strongly to budget-conscious customers. The car's interior was also straightforward and functional, featuring durable materials, clear instruments, and enough space for a small family. In every way, the Falcon embodied the values of practicality and dependability. Over the years, the Falcon evolved into many different versions and body styles, including sedans, wagons, convertibles, and even vans. This flexibility helped Ford reach a wide range of buyers. The car became known for its versatility and reliability, and it earned a reputation as one of the most trustworthy compact cars of its time. It played an important role not only in the American market, but also internationally, with versions of the Falcon produced in countries such as Australia, Argentina, and Canada. In some of these markets, the car remained in production for decades and developed its own cultural identity. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Falcon story is its influence on later Ford models.
Number 4. The Plymouth Valiant was one of the most important compact cars produced by the American automotive industry during the 1960s. It represented Chrysler's response to a growing demand for smaller, more efficient vehicles that could compete with both domestic and foreign models. At a time when many American cars were large and extravagant, the Valiant offered a refreshing alternative. A car that was practical, reliable, and affordable, yet still carried the quality and strength associated with the Plymouth name. It was a product of its era, reflecting the social and economic changes that shaped the early 1960s. When it was introduced, the Plymouth Valiant stood out for its modern design and engineering innovation. Unlike the big, chrome-heavy cars of the previous decade, the Valiant featured clean lines, compact proportions, and a distinctive sense of simplicity. Its styling was functional yet attractive, combining elegance with practicality. The designers aimed to create a vehicle that was easy to drive, easy to maintain, and comfortable for small families. The result was a car that quickly earned a reputation for being dependable and economical without sacrificing quality or style. One of the Valiant's greatest strengths was its engineering. It was powered by Chrysler's new Slant 6 engine, an inline six-cylinder unit that became famous for its durability and efficiency. The engine was tilted slightly to one side, allowing for a lower hood line and more compact design under the car's bonnet. This unusual arrangement improved performance and balance while giving the car a distinctive identity. The Slant 6 engine became legendary for its reliability, often running smoothly for hundreds of thousands of miles with minimal maintenance. This reputation helped establish the Valiant as one of the most dependable cars of its generation.
The Valiant's interior was simple but well-designed. It provided comfort and functionality with enough space for its small family and controls that were easy to reach and understand. It was built for everyday use, for commuting, family trips, and city driving. The combination of comfort, economy, and durability made it an appealing choice for a wide range of American buyers. The Valiant was also priced attractively, making it accessible to young families and first-time car owners who wanted a trustworthy and efficient vehicle without unnecessary luxury. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, the Plymouth Valiant continued to evolve, gaining refinements in design, safety, and performance. It was available in several body styles, including sedans, wagons, and convertibles, which broadened its appeal. Over time, the car became a familiar and respected presence on American roads. It was often praised by critics for its sensible engineering and long-lasting quality. Even as styles changed and the muscle car era took over, the Valiant remained popular for its honesty and dependability.
Number 3. The Chevrolet Chevelle stands as one of the most celebrated and influential American cars of the 1960s and 1970s. It represented the heart of Chevrolet's mid-size lineup and became a symbol of power, style, and versatility. Introduced at a time when drivers were demanding cars that combined comfort, practicality, and performance, the Chevelle succeeded in capturing the spirit of its generation. It was a car that could be everything to everyone: a family sedan, a sporty coupe, or a high-performance muscle car. And this flexibility helped it become one of Chevrolet's greatest successes. When the Chevelle first appeared in 1964, it filled an important gap between Chevrolet's compact and full-size models. The goal was to offer a car that was large enough to provide comfort and interior space, but small enough to be agile and efficient. Its design was clean and balanced, with smooth lines, modest chrome details, and proportions that made it both elegant and purposeful. It reflected a growing sense of modern simplicity in American car design, moving away from the exaggerated shapes of the 1950s toward a more refined and confident look. Its understated beauty appealed to a wide range of buyers, from families to young professionals. Inside, the Chevelle offered a combination of comfort and functionality. The interior was spacious, practical, and attractively designed, featuring clear instruments, comfortable seats, and thoughtful details. Depending on the trim level, buyers could choose between a modest, economical layout or a luxurious arrangement with higher quality materials and powerful engines. This adaptability was one of the car's greatest strengths. It could serve as an affordable daily driver or a stylish performance machine, depending on the buyer's needs and preferences. Performance quickly became a defining characteristic of the Chevelle. By the mid-1960s, Chevrolet began offering powerful V8 engines that transformed the car from a sensible family vehicle into one of the most exciting muscle cars of its time. The high-performance versions delivered thrilling acceleration, distinctive styling, and a deep, powerful sound that captured the imagination of car enthusiasts everywhere. These models became legends on the street and at the drag strip, embodying the raw energy and excitement of the American muscle car era. They also demonstrated Chevrolet's engineering excellence and the ability to respond to changing market demands. The Chevelle's popularity continued through the late 1960s and early 1970s as it evolved in design and technology. Each generation brought improvements in styling, comfort, and safety, while maintaining the core qualities that made it so beloved. The car became a cultural icon, appearing in movies, television, and music, often associated with power, freedom, and youthful ambition. For many Americans, the Chevelle represented not just a mode of transportation, but a way of life, a statement of individuality and pride in the open road. As the 1970s progressed and new regulations affected performance and fuel efficiency, the muscle car era began to fade, and the Chevelle eventually disappeared from production. Yet, its legacy remains strong. Enthusiasts continue to restore and celebrate the Chevelle for its timeless design and extraordinary performance. It stands today as one of the most admired American classics, representing a perfect balance between strength, beauty, and practicality. The Chevrolet Chevelle remains a lasting reminder of an era when cars were bold, expressive, and deeply connected to the dreams of the people who drove them.
Number 2. The Ford Galaxy was one of the most distinctive and admired American automobiles of the 1960s, representing the height of Ford's full-size car design and engineering. It captured the optimism, power, and sophistication of its era, offering a perfect balance between style, performance, and comfort. The Galaxy was more than just a vehicle. It was a reflection of American ambition during a time of progress, when cars symbolized success, freedom, and modern living. Its name, inspired by the excitement of the space age, perfectly matched the spirit of innovation that defined the early 1960s. When Ford introduced the Galaxy at the end of the 1950s, it was positioned as the company's top full-size model. The design immediately stood out for its sleek lines, generous proportions, and elegant use of chrome. It represented a new level of refinement in Ford's lineup, combining a sense of power with luxury. The styling evolved through the years, moving from the fins and curves of the late 1950s to the cleaner, more aerodynamic look that came to define the 1960s. The Galaxy's long, low profile and balanced proportions gave it a commanding presence on the road, while its attention to detail reflected Ford's dedication to craftsmanship. Inside, the Galaxy provided comfort and sophistication that appealed to a wide audience. The spacious interior featured high-quality materials, generous seating, and an impressive array of features for its time. It was designed for families as well as individuals who valued elegance and comfort. The car's quiet ride, smooth suspension, and thoughtful layout made long journeys pleasant and relaxing. In an era when driving often meant adventure and discovery, the Galaxy offered both confidence and pleasure behind the wheel. In fact, some high-performance versions of the Galaxy became famous in motorsports, especially in NASCAR racing, where they demonstrated Ford's engineering excellence and competitive spirit. These racing successes helped build the Galaxy's reputation as a car that was as capable as it was beautiful. Throughout the 1960s, the Ford Galaxy remained one of the company's most successful and admired models. Each new version brought improvements in technology, safety, and design, keeping it relevant in a rapidly changing market. It was available in a wide range of body styles, including sedans, convertibles, and hardtops, allowing customers to choose a version that suited their lifestyle. Whether used for family travel or as a statement of personal success, the Galaxy embodied the confidence and energy of its time. By the early 1970s, as design trends shifted and consumer tastes changed, the Galaxy name eventually gave way to new models. Yet its legacy continues to be celebrated by collectors and enthusiasts who remember it as one of Ford's finest achievements.
Number 1. The Chevrolet Impala is one of the most iconic and enduring names in American automotive history. Introduced in the late 1950s, it became a symbol of style, performance, and success, representing the very essence of American car culture. For decades, the Chevy Impala has been admired for its graceful design, powerful engines, and comfortable ride. It captured the spirit of its time, a period of confidence, prosperity, and optimism, and continues to be celebrated as one of Chevrolet's greatest achievements. When the Impala first appeared, it was positioned as Chevrolet's premium model, combining luxury with performance at an accessible price. Its design reflected the fascination of the late 1950s with space-age styling and modern elegance. The car featured sweeping lines, wide tail fins, and generous use of chrome, giving it a sense of motion and sophistication.
It was a car built to impress, both in appearance and in character. As the 1960s began, the Impala's design evolved, becoming cleaner, more refined, and more aerodynamic. Its long, low profile and balanced proportions gave it a timeless beauty that still appeals to enthusiasts today. Inside, the Impala offered comfort and refinement that matched its elegant exterior. The cabin was spacious and inviting, with quality materials, thoughtful design, and a focus on driver and passenger satisfaction. Every detail, from the dashboard layout to the seat design, reflected Chevrolet's commitment to craftsmanship. The car provided a smooth and quiet ride, making it ideal for long-distance travel and family use. For many Americans, owning an Impala meant achieving a dream. It was a car that symbolized success, stability, and taste. Performance was also an essential part of the Impala's identity. Chevrolet equipped it with a variety of engines over the years, ranging from efficient 6-cylinders to powerful V8s capable of impressive acceleration. High-performance versions, particularly those of the 1960s, became legendary among muscle car enthusiasts. These models offered thrilling speed and control while maintaining the comfort and practicality of a full-sized car.